Welcome back to Real House DIY. Today I'm going to give you some tips on how to measure for vinyl replacement windows. The existing windows here are Andersen Narroline windows from the 1970s. These ones are double pane wood window. The jam liners on this window are also the interior stops. So you have this plastic or vinyl material. That's also the interior stop right here. So all that's going to come off, and behind there is your wooden jam. And here you can see the jam liner is screwed to the jam itself. So this surface here, here, that's all touching right up against the wood jam. At the top there's also a liner that's covering the head. That's flat up against the head. Down at the bottom we have a slanted sill tilted towards the exterior as a drainage plane. That's covered up as well. So on this window and most others, the replacement window is going to fit the opening with the wooden head in place, the wooden jams in place. So this headliner comes off. These plastic jams come off, but then your sill with the sill liner, that's going to stay in place as is. So when you're getting your side measurement, you want to measure the wood jam to the wood jam. I'm going to measure 3 times, top, middle, and bottom. I'm going to take the narrowest measurement. I know that the wood jam is this surface right here that the jam liner is screwed to, which is at the same as this surface right here. Not the molding, but this one. So for the measurement, I'm going to measure that right there to that location on the other side. I get 31 3/4. Check the same top and bottom. Take the narrowest measurement. Similar for the top to bottom measurement, I'm going to take 3 measurements across the top, take the narrowest one, and measure from the head down to the bottom. I'm going to measure at the highest surface on the sill, which is going to be the one closest to the interior. Start my measurement right there. So not your wood trim surface, but just inside that will be the highest point on the sill. I'll check the 3 spots. So we have our 2 measurements, 31 3/4, 49 3/8. We want to subtract an eighth from each of those measurements to make sure that the vinyl replacement window will fit the opening and not be tight in the opening. And then you shim it to fit. So subtracting eighth, 31 5/8, subtract an eighth, you get 49 1/4. So this is going to be the actual dimensions, 31 5/8 by 49 1/4 for your vinyl replacement window. Now here's your typical vinyl replacement window. Most of them will be the same thickness, designed for your 2x4 framed exterior wall. This here is the exterior side. That's going to be the surface that sits against your exterior stops. And then this is the interior side. So you can see it's about 3 1/4 inches wide. And taking a look at this window opening, this here is your exterior stop. This piece is part of your jam liner that comes off. So behind here is your wood jam, and then your exterior stop sits out a little further from that wood jam. So if I want to confirm that 3 1/4 inch thickness, I can measure from the exterior stop where that window will be sitting against there, 3 1/4, and you can see that it will fit this opening. So when you tilt this window in from the bottom to install it, it's going to sit in at this top surface, then go up against the exterior stop. It'll be sitting on this topmost surface of the sill. So here we have an installed vinyl exterior window with it up against those exterior stops. We have that about 1/4 inch gap between the window and the molding. Then on the sides and top, we have about an 1/8 inch to work with to get this shimmed in place, screwed, and then fill that with foam. So with your window fitting jam to jam with a little bit of space to work with, you also want the window to fit up against those exterior stops, this surface and the one on the other side. So I'm going to take one more measurement just to check and measure from the exterior stop and find a point to measure here for reference. Get 15 inches to the surface here. Measure from the other side and get 16 3/8. So 15 plus 16 3/8, 31 3/8. So if the actual vinyl replacement width is 31 5/8, then that's going to give you about an 1/8 inch touching on the left and right exterior stops. And that'll just tell you that you can install that window from the inside and not have it fall through to the exterior. And similar measurement you can do for the exterior stop at the top. You can measure from the topmost point of your sill up to the exterior stop, which is going to be this surface here. It's actually the same height of this surface and very similar to this one as well. So measure from the topmost point on that sill liner, and here I get about 48 3/4. So if your actual vinyl replacement height is 49 1/4, then when you install it, you know that it's going to hit that exterior stop and not fall through at the top. Again, when you install it, you put it in at the bottom, tilt it in. It's going to touch all the exterior stops and not fall out. So with your jam liners removed, this is what it looks like, as well as the headliner. And so you can see this is your exterior stop. That stays in place. The replacement window will sit against that surface. And before you install the replacement window, you add back caulking on the exterior stop all the way around and on the topmost point of the sill. Nice bead of caulking at that topmost surface where the window is going to be touching. Then you have that nice tight weatherproof connection all the way around. And you will be adding tapered shims to that slanted window sill so you can get this surface level. In 2 places for most windows. Wider, you might need more. Even if this highest surface of the sill is nice and level, yes, the window can sit right on that, but you still want to add the tapered shims up to the height of the window to get it level everywhere. You don't want the frame of that new window rolling towards the outside. You want it to keep its shape. So measuring for vinyl replacement windows is pretty simple and straightforward. Just need to know what surfaces to measure to. Make sure that it's just a little bit inside of those narrowest measurements so they'll actually fit the space. But then maximize as well, because you don't want to lose too much of this visible window surface. The vinyl replacement windows will come in about 1 inch more on the sides, about the same on the top, so you do lose a little bit of your visibility. Hope you found this video helpful. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.